So I did the fashion report this morning, but since I already got the title, I didn't have to do like the super expensive get everything to get 100. So I only did the 80, and I managed to buy the dye like as soon as the report came out, and the marketplace hadn't had a chance to like start scalping it yet. So I did get an additional 60,000 MGP. I think I'm like 30,000 off from having enough for the whatchamacallit, whatchamathingy, car, vroom vroom, some. So I will be able to afford it if I can catch up to the quest line to be able to have it. And I'm hoping I can get in on this crazy dye scalping racket that the fashion report causes every week. And then I can help my FC raise the money for a house. Because I want to simultaneously be like keeping half the money and giving them half the money that I make when I make big chunks of money, so that I can afford an apartment, because that's going to happen way before they can afford a house. But I still want to be contributing, so I'm going to like do a half and half. 50% of my income will go towards the free company pot. Oh, hey, Dev. We were just talking about money. What do you want? Money. To decide on what skill tree to send my chocobo. I want to be a dancer. I want to also be a rogue. I want to be a ninja. I want to be everything. I want cool clothes. I don't think that's what he meant when he asked what I want. Give the man a drink. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Wait, this is the guy that saved her life? Ooh, that's a lot of XP. Whee! Level up. He is suffering from extreme duress. No shit. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. Have you tried moving to not the swamp? I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Well, at this point, I've done, like, all of the side quests everywhere, so I can't start from the beginning anymore. But I don't think I have to. I think I can, like, all of the things that interest me, I can branch off from just having any Disciple of Magic or any Disciple of War. And I have one of each. So I can do multiple extended things, but I wouldn't be able to level anything from the ground up at this point, because I think I've done most of the side quests for that. Leveling would be a problem. Although leveling dungeons, can't say how great they are enough. But I think that's because I have the XP boost. If I didn't have this XP boost, it probably wouldn't jump as much. But they do jump like 4 levels per dungeon. Although now that I'm higher up, it's like 3. But still, that's a pretty hefty boost. What am I doing? Midges. Killing. Let's go kill things. Come on, Rodan. Level 50 Bloody Mary. No one called for that 3 times. Well, with dungeons, levy quests, challenge logs, hunting logs, etc., there's still a lot of ways to get XP, even when most of your side quests are done. Yeah. I think I would be annoyed as shit if I had to start over again, though. Could you be in range without getting in range of the other thing? Maybe, perhaps, perchance. It is tedious. But I don't think, like I said, I think that anything that would interest me in doing is something I could do with the foundations I have already created. Like, I'm already gonna have to start all over again when bunny boys exist. And I think that time I'm going to have to pick something that starts in Limsa, because now I've started in every area but that one. So I think that would be a nice little bit of a change. Except none of those classes interest me at all. So there's that. What is that? Oh, it's a tree. I was like, oh god, is that something I'm going to have to kill? Fortunately, no. I don't know where we are to check the hunting log, but the hunting log is something I will have to do later. I'm gonna not worry about it right now. How come, maybe you can answer this, my Maelstrom hunting log, I cannot do when I'm my Lancer? I am still the same person. Like, I'm still me, so I don't think I need to join a secondary free company. I don't think you can. I think you just swap. But why can I only do Maelstrom hunting logs on the other class? Oh, I have aggroed something. Rodan, handle that. Oh god. I'm just getting beat by something I'm not even targeting or fighting. Oh my god, please. It's gonna make me actually do work. Rude. No one asked you, Gooble. It's an interesting question. I don't understand. Oh, the thirst time. I can go do that. Oh, here's a purple. I can run over and hit that purple, whatever that is, while I'm over here. While we're clearing out this area. We were also talking before you got here, Dav, about... Actually, I'm going to do this first. Yeah, I'm going to do that first, and then hit that on the way back out. BRB needs some noms. I had fish and chips for lunch, and it was tasty. But yes, I fully support you eating. What we were talking about earlier, Dav, was I have some skill points for Rodan, but I have to pick a role for him. And as you know, I am very bad at making decisions. So I don't know if I want him to... I think these are just so cute. Look at how adorable they are. I want a stuffed plushie of one. He would be so cute. Just an adorable little plushie of a cute little anteater goblin, kangaroo, a horse, John. He looks like something out of Harry Potter. Like, for some reason, he just reminds me of the Nibbler. Was it Nibbler? Nibbler? Nibbler. Nibbler? 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 I don't know. So, here's a question about chocobos. Do I mean, I'm pretty sure you're meant to just choose one of these 3 paths and dump all the skill points into that to level him in that, instead of trying to spread them all around. Would it be better to have him attack with me? Because then, you know, we can attack together, and it would be really cool and neat and fighting side by side. And I would have just like a little extra punch. Or he could tank, and I assume that means that he will pull the aggro while I run around and try to stab things in the back, which I can also see being beneficial, but I think I would also worry a lot about him and how much damage he is taking. But I mean, you would be putting stats in here so that he would take less damage and actually be able to do that, presumably. Or do I go the obvious route and put points in healing so that he can heal me, since I really only have the one self-heal? Well, I guess I have the two. Bloodbath does kind of like heal sap, and I try to have that up when I'm fighting things more than just like little mobs. But I've got that, and I've got Second Wind. But do I also need a Chocobo healer? I mean, that to me, that seems like kind of a cop-out. Like, I like the idea of him fighting with me more than I like the idea of him sitting on the sidelines just casting heals. But I've never been one to give a shit about healing. Like, when I play Overwatch, you do not catch me playing a support character. I'd say for you as a DPS class, having a tank or a healer... Oh, something's happening. Kiri, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. We are trying to decide where I want to put my Chocobo points. If I want him to be a DPS, a healer, or a tank. Having a tank or healer Chocobo is a bit better. If you have some self-healing, having a tank means you don't need the healing near as much anyway. So, like, my initial thought was fuck tanks and fuck tanking, even though I'm exclusively a tank role in Overwatch. But heals. I hate heals. Like, then he's not fighting with me, though. Then he's just sort of hanging out in the back somewhere. And I like the idea of him fighting with me a lot better. But yeah, heals does make sense. Like, that is clearly the option that makes more sense and the correct option. But I'm chaos. So I am likely going to pick one of the other options. I know having him also DPS with my DPSing is just stupid. So that's like the chaotic evil choice. Heals for days. I don't know. Like, I don't... That's boring. Healing is boring. This is why I'm never a healer. So... Oh gosh, I sat here and talked until the guy disappeared. That's fine. So, I guess we're not doing that. Well, I will tell you this. Over the entirety of your Chocobo leveling, they will gain enough skill points to max out all rolls. Oh, okay. So, like, he can dual roll eventually. Oh, see? So, eventually, I will have no choice but to put points in healing and make him heal. I don't think this was the right way to go. This is not a path. This is not an actual path, but we're making it one. Okay, I'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you very much for the sub. You can switch between roles on the fly, so really you can split between tank and DPS or heals and DPS and switch them as you need. Switching things on the fly is a lot like using potions, and that's hitting extra buttons and a thing that I probably won't do. I would like to know what that is. Whatever this level 50 Bloody Mary John is that hangs out outside the cabin, I'm very interested in it, but I also don't want to fight it because I'm nowhere near a high enough level to fight it. But I'm interested in it. Much love, Kiri. I hope things are going really good. Fair enough, really. It's up to you and what works best for you to play style. So when you say you can switch on the fly, is it like, I don't know. How does that work? You want to go double DPS? Go for it. I like chaos. So, I like chaos. The most likely option is I will make him a tank because it's chaos still, but because really the proper choice would be heals. But I don't like doing the proper choice. I don't like doing the proper choice. I really don't. It's not who I am as a moth. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. You know I'm maelstrom, right? I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my land, just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. So go home. Oh gosh. We have another sub. Ooh, thank you, Sam. 2 months on a 2-month streak. You can't hear me, but thank you. Because you are at work and only watching and not listening. But thank you. We are doing really good today. Oh, we've got a hype train. A hype train is close. I don't know what that means. Is that a threat? We've got Krug resubbing at the tier 3 for 2 months in a row. Because he loves that Tofa Pog. And Tofa loves him. We've got Kiri subbing with Prime. I really appreciate that so much. Like, you can't even imagine. We've got Sam resubbing for 2 months in a row. Mid-combat, you can hit a button to switch between attack, defender, or healer stance for your chocobo, if that's what you meant by your question. That is 100% what I meant. Is it a button that I can just have out here and click, or do I have to open a menu and do it? God, I want to make him a DPS so bad because that's just utter chaos and that's the chaotic route. Ah! Ah! You can put it on your taskbar. Excellent. I did add another toolbar, which I hate doing because I hate the visual. There's already so much visual clutter in MMOs. I think that's one of the reasons that I always kind of stayed away from them. There's so much on the screen going on at any given time, and having hotbars everywhere just drives me batshit. But I did add another little hotbar at the bottom for all of Rodan's accoutrements. Dressed appears to be in greater control of his faculties from 5 seconds ago. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Oh, I was a boy. You're gonna make me go all the way back there? What a dick. Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Okay, then do it, bro. Be the change you want to see in the world. Come on, Rodan. I've got you for 8 more minutes. Let's go fight some stuff. I can't see. It's dark outside now. Rodan, I need a flashlight. Yeah, see? Down here, I added a little bar. Are you proud of me? Because I know I couldn't do it too far over because that's where my magic stuff goes. I hate having an extra bar. I wish you could take blocks away, but here we are. It's so much clutter. I hate the clutter. Stay away from the toad. Do not aggro the toad. What am I looking for? Coconut shells. Now there's a guy up there. What are the purples that aren't fates? Because they're clearly limited time things since we were at one, but standing there talking absolutely made us miss it. Do you see? We're supposed to... There should be... Oh, it's down there. Oh, down we go. Okay. Are they all 3 down here? Nope. Oh gosh. Now we're stuck. Now we're stuck. How do I get out of here? That's a lot of words. I'll look at that in a second. Can I get this without aggroing that toad? He just waggled his tongue at me. Did you see that? Why is he mean mugging me? What is that? Toad, I don't kill you unless I have to. Like, I am generally a big fan of yours. Don't be a jerk. If you look at your companion menu where you see your chocobo, skill trees, and whatnot, the action menu, you should see buttons you can drag in the toolbar for all the stances. Yes, I just don't have any buttons available yet because I have not chosen a path for my chocobo. But I can say this. It will be the path that I choose, not the path that people yell at me and try to force me to choose. Fair enough. But I think I know where you're talking about, because I did pull the free stance and the withdraw off of that area, because I do have access to them, and for the time being, until I figure out what I want to do with him, I'm just letting him make his own decisions, because I'm a big fan of making your own decisions. Like, I usually use... If I make a Twitter poll or something, you can rest assured that I'm not going to actually listen to what the poll says. I am making that poll so that I can be certain in the choice that I have already made. Because you were 6 or more levels above it. Oh, okay. Well, let's not do it then. I generally will have an idea in my head but not be sure. And then when the poll comes back with, like, option B, I'm like, no, fuck option B. I'm not doing option B. I'm not doing that. And then I know that I wanted the other option all along. So that's how I use polls. It's not to actually get the answer. It's to cement the choice that I have already made. So I'm literally never going to listen to what the poll says. Unless it agrees with what I want. Chaos. Agent of Chaos. Okay. Perturbed Porter. Let's see what it is that you're... No, god damn it! Okay. We're not going after the purples anymore, because that's the second purple that we've tried to go towards. Actually, it's technically the fourth, because there were 2 down here earlier we were heading for that disappeared. They keep disappearing on us. We're not wasting our time with that bullshit anymore. No, no, no. Look how cute. I don't know what that's about, but it's adorable. I thought you were a girl. It's been some time, Sakura. 5 whole minutes. What news do you have of Dressed? I have these coconuts. Sniff, sniff. Ah, yes. I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method. I forgot what voice I have for her. It was like higher than that, right? A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. I think the point was you were supposed to recreate it and make your special wine out of it, but who am I to tell? We are not so different, Dressed and I. 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Yes. That is true. You should send him, like, an edible arrangement and some therapy and a puppy. Oh, he's hot. Who are you? Hey. Hey, boy. Anyway. I worry that he's been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Sakura. Yeah, you could have gone yourself. Like, you literally could have gone yourself. And we're not done. I assume that at some point it's going to send me out of this area, which is fine, because we need to get back over here anyway. And clear out all of those quests. And those are slightly below us, so... I think before I go to whatever area the main story quest sends me, I will go and clear those out. Thank you so much for watching. If you could poke those like and subscribe buttons, that would be super groovy, because it helps me to be able to continue making and improving my content. and also acts as an offering to the algorithm gods. And we all know how important it is to appease our Lord and Savior Algo. Also, be sure to check out my live streams on Twitch and join the Glow Gang by following me on Twitter and joining our Discord. Links for those as well as all of my artist credits can be found in the description below. As always, stay bright, lamplights.